You're watching Top 10 World, and today we're going to tell you about the most incredible archaeological finds. Stay tuned till the end of the video if you want to know more about it. 10. SANGHA TENZIN. In Gui village, Himachal Pradesh, Lama SANGHA TENZIN is a 500 to 545-year-old mummy with unbroken skin, empty eyes, visible teeth, an open mouth, and some hair on his head. At the Spiti Valley, its mausoleum has been built in a community along the line of actual control. It is the sole natural mummified body of a Buddhist monk found in India, and it was discovered in 1975. The mummy was discovered by ITBP personnel while they were constructing roads in the area after being buried in an earthquake. It has been naturally maintained in a thought box-shaped glass without introducing any chemical ingredient. He came to Gui for meditation when he was 45 years old. Originally from Tibet, its hair and nails continue to develop despite the lack of scientific evidence. 9. The mysterious lion carved out of a rock. Despite its discovery in 1843, the Geta lion's riddle remains unsolved. The number of questions about this enigmatic lion seem to be growing by the day. Who was it that carved the lion? Is it man-made or has it existed from the dawn of time? We'll probably never know for sure, but travelers may at least enjoy a view from the summit of Ethiopia's Geta lion. The Geta lion is a stone sculpture of a lion's head that hangs from the summit of Ethiopia's CRETAN hill. The head of a male lion with teeth is depicted in the statue Théophile Lefebvre, a French lieutenant and scientific explorer who was the first to discover it. 8. Cretan hieroglyphics. In numerical notation, the term hieroglyphs is most commonly used. It's also linked to languages, despite the fact that mathematics itself is a language. Between 2000 and 1650 BC, the Cretan hieroglyph script was one of the writing systems employed on the island of Crete. The symbols employed in Cretan hieroglyphs can be discovered in a variety of places, the most well-known of which is the Phaistos disc. As local writing systems, Cretan hieroglyphs were ingenious mathematical advancements. There could be a connection between different civilizations, notations, or symbols. It was created in a unique way based on culture, traditions, and indigenous practices. Similarly, other local indigenous or antique phase hieroglyphs were found in different communities. 7. Lucy the Skeleton. On a Sunday morning in late November 1974, a group of scientists were digging in a secluded location in Ethiopia's Afar region. Paleoanthropologist Donald Johansen was surveying the area when he discovered a little fragment of an elbow bone. He recognized it as being from a human ancestor right away. Lucy was not formally described for another 4 years. She was one of the most important fossils ever discovered, as she belonged to a new species called AUSTRALOPITHECUS afarensis. Lucy was not the first Australopithecus discovered, despite being a new species. That was the Twang child, a young child's fossilized skull discovered in Twang, South Africa some 2.8 million years ago. Raymond Dart, an anatomist, researched the Twang child after it was discovered in 1924. He realized it belonged to a new species, Australopithecus africanus, which he named. 6. Troy. For thousands of years, the narrative of the Trojan War has captivated mankind, leaving pilgrims, explorers, and archaeologists to seek out the site where the legendary fight took place. Was the city, however, real? While others have maintained that the myth of Troy was just that, a myth, the story's appeal has compelled many to seek for the location that, according to Homer's Iliad, was one of the most significant settlements of its time. Troy was thought to be located in the northwest corner of modern-day Turkey, in a location known as Troad. The major breakthrough occurred in 1870, when Heinrich Schliemann, a German merchant and self-taught archaeologist, traveled to Anatolia with the goal of discovering the city and showing that the Iliad was founded on fact. Since then, the location that Schliemann believed was Troy has been excavated and studied extensively. 5. Sutton Hoo. In 1939, the contents of a series of mounds at Sutton Hoo, England were revealed. The remnants of an Anglo-Saxon burial ship and a massive trove of 7th century royal riches. When Britain declared war on Nazi Germany later that year, the largest Anglo-Saxon ship burial ever unearthed featured artifacts of a quality and quantity never seen before. And this new evidence of England's early warrior society became fraught with symbolism. Edith Pretty presented the treasure to the British Museum in London in keeping with the patriotic mood of the time. During World War II, the relics were hidden underground in London's train tunnels to keep them safe. 4. The Terracotta Army. The Terracotta Army was built to serve as an afterlife guard for China's first emperor's tomb. The guard warriors of the first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, are represented by thousands of accurate life-size terracotta soldier figurines. They were assembled and painted after being molded in sections and burned. In March 1974, a group of peasants digging a well in Shaanxi Province, northwest China, discovered shards of a clay figure, the first evidence of what would turn out to be one of the greatest archaeological discoveries of modern times. An incredible underground treasure sat near the unexcavated tomb of Qin Shi Huangdi, who had crowned himself the first emperor of China in 221 BC. A whole army of life-size terracotta men and horses imprisoned for more than 2,000 years. 3. Viking Shield. In 2008, a remarkable find was made near SLAGELSE at Trelleborg. Archaeological digs revealed an almost complete shield at the site. This is composed of pine wood and measures roughly 80 centimeters in diameter. The shield was most likely employed when the fortress was in use towards the end of the 900s. This is only the second site in Scandinavia where one or more intact Viking shields have been discovered. The shield was discovered in wet conditions, which has allowed it to survive to this day. It has a hole in the middle as well as a grip. A boss must have been affixed to this area of the shield at one time, but it was not discovered during the excavations. 2. Kilwa coins on Wessel Island. Remember how you were taught that when James Cook discovered Australia in 1770, he declared it terra nullius and claimed it for the British throne? With the finding of a copper coin that has the potential to change Australia's history, it appears that this could be absolutely incorrect. Archaeologist Mike Hermes discovered a little copper coin on a field trip to the Wessel Islands off the coast of northeast Arnhem Land that could change Australian history. He thinks it's a coin from Kilwa, which is more than 10,000 kilometers away in what is now Tanzania and dates from before the 15th century. Its surface has deteriorated, making distinguishing features difficult to see, but Hermes is unconcerned and super confident. 1. $265,000 Ming Dynasty-style plate. A man inherited a Ming Dynasty-style plate from his grandmother, only to find out that it was actually a Ming Dynasty plate and was worth $265,000. Well, never underestimate a grandma's crockery. The rare blue and white plate dates from the Chinese Emperor Yongzhen's reign, which lasted from 1723 to 1735. Chinese collectors booked 19 phone lines, a record for Hansen's auctioneers, in order to transport the plate back to China. What are your thoughts on it? Let us know in the comment box below. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos.